What's going down, man? As you can see the title, why is she always choosing the most expensive spots but never offers to pay? Never offers to pay. This should be a good one, y'all. I hope y'all enjoying yourself, man. I hope everybody is live out there. This should be a good one, man, because I've never seen this video before. So I'm reacting to it with y'all. I can't wait to see what this is about. If y'all ain't subscribed already, hit that bell notification. Subscribe for my YouTube people, for my Instagram people. Y'all already know how to hit me up. Follow, comment, share. Y'all already know I'm up in here, man. But we're gonna get right into the video. Let me stop talking, man. Let me get right into it.
With me on this level to continue dating with her and talking to her. And it's if I don't mess with you, it shouldn't be a oh my god, I'm scared of what you're.
There shouldn't even be a fear. Yeah,
or
you
shouldn't
should
have spent that money
thing.
because you're here to you're asking me out. You're trying to court me. So I don't feel like it's. I'd finish the date. I don't know.
Nah. I just nah. Because my dad just raised me that people are crazy, and my whole thing is I'm like I try to take accountability for myself. So I be thinking, what could you say to me first? So if I'm sitting there thinking that I could be mid-bite, and I'll be like, you know what? Just so that you can't say I ate the food, even if that, I'll cash app you. Matter of fact, I'll leave a 20 on the table just so you can't come back to me. That's why I would leave. But I also think there shouldn't be that fear. I wish that I could stay there, but the whole time in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, I don't know, man. Like,
because what are you really thinking? Like, what are you thinking?
You know you don't.
Yeah, you don't like it's like in the middle of the day.
More and more.
He's saying all types of stuff where it's like I immediately.
But there's a difference because if I'm ordering it, then it's on me. If I'm ordering all this expensive stuff and I want the $200 steak and I want the rice that costs $70, then that's on me. But if you're the one that's wanting to impress me, that's on you. I don't feel like
but you know that going in. I'm sorry to cut you off. You know he's trying to impress you. You're at Maestro's. You're not at Applebee's. You're not at.
I'm not gonna
again. I feel like that's him. He's taking the risk.
No, yeah, I think men should take that.
But you're signing up. I'm not saying you should date these men personally.
Yeah.
I always wonder when you guys say this, what happens to the communication before you get to the actual date? Because you guys make it sound like this guy showed up and now he's just big bad monster. But weren't you guys sexting? Weren't you guys like getting to know each other? Weren't you guys communicating ahead of time before you got to the date?
I don't think I'd be sexting before the first date.
That part.
You a lie.
I swear.
Well, I think he's a lame, so she wouldn't. But what I would say is, let's.
You're saying that we should be like date. Let me ask you a question. Are you saying that we should be afraid of like what he might think after, or?
We're not afraid, but you have to take some type of accountability for the fact of leading a man on without any proper expectations being set.
That part. He said it because she's still not getting what he's trying to say. Yeah, you can do all that. You can pop your stuff, but in the back of your mind, you know you ain't gonna never get this dude none. You know it ain't gonna never be nothing. You know you don't even like him like that. But for the sake of getting the free meal, you will go along with it. When you know you really ain't trying to mess this dude on no type of levels, and that's just what he's talking about. And I don't think she can see that, man. But we're gonna get right back into it, man.
So if you tell this man, or whether the man got it or not, right? Men care about their investments, whether it's a person or a business, right? So once you have a man now, he's starting to invest in you. He cares about his investment, and you are a part of that, right?
But investment takes risk, and that's what she's saying.
Yeah,
is that you should understand the risk of I might ball out, meaning you as a man should make a decision. I'm willing to max out $600 no matter what. If she walks away and says, fuck you, I'm willing to invest the same way you would if you invested in a property. Therefore, we shouldn't have that expectation. So if it is an investment, then it's...
Do you guys think that men don't get mad when they take risk and lose on the properties?
So basically, she's saying that she don't care about the risk, that you still supposed to do it because, man, what is wrong with are these women delusional, man? She's basically saying, regardless of what your money look like, you should still pay, even though the woman might not like you because that's a risk you're taking because you want to take her out. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Where do they find these at? Why do they make these at?
Absolutely.
So there's reactions no matter.
You should take accountability to that too.
No, what I'm trying to say is that you have to understand that there's a reaction no matter the risk. There's a reaction if I risk my money in stocks. There's a reaction if I risk my money in a date, on a date, in real estate. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna react. You might not see the reaction. A man might crawl up in a ball or crawl up in a room and just start swinging at the air.
Oh,
right. Wow. Like, I can't believe I just lost this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I actually just watched the man lose $20,000 in the stocks like 2-3 weeks ago, and I was like, "You all right?"
Nice.
And he did it because he had a daughter. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I want to, whatever. Moral of the story is men have reactions when they take risks. We understand it's a risk, but that does not mean that when we lose, we just smile like, all right, fuck it, I just lost.
Yeah, nah.
So what happens is when you don't set these proper expectations, if you told this man this, hey, listen, you want to take me out to Mastro's, right? I just want to let you know, as of right now, I'm not really feeling you, right? Or I'm really not that attracted, or I don't feel like our chemistry is there. Find a way to package it up. And allow him to know that he's not going there with expectations that he's already winning, right? Allow him to go in there from a losing expectation, like, well, maybe I could win her over. See, the thing is, when you say yes to a man, if he gets on his high horse and he starts floating, right? And now he's in la la land in this big bubble. And then when you tell him, hey, I'm going to Uber home, I don't want you to bring me home, you just popped it. And now it's like, and he doesn't even know, like, he's almost like, most guys would love to be like, well, she told me she didn't like me midway through the date. We wouldn't fear that. It'd be like, hey, listen, this date is not going the way I would plan. I thought it might help. Honestly, I'm not that attracted to you. I don't feel like our chemistry is really there. You're in a public place, so you are safe. And you're like, we can continue to finish this date, or I can leave now. How would you like to go about it? That man would be like, all right, you know what? 9 times out of 10, he'd be like, let's finish it.
Right.
But that's because he's trying again. He's trying.
No, I feel like a man knows when to chalk. Some men are not going to stop, right? But some men will be like, yo, all right, I'm going to just chalk it up, but we're already here. And honestly, he's probably going to really like you. He's not going to lie. He'll be like, damn, she was honest with me. So he's going to try harder. But when you just leave a man up and like, because men start to become delusional too. So now this man is
the land of Delulu.
What? She just ordered 3 drinks. Hey, bro, she trying to get drunk. Bro, we lit.
That's the dangerous territory for girls, and that's why I tell girls, like, bro, do not go into these dates with these men talking about, so I'm gonna go out and get a free meal, because, like, bro, you're wasting somebody's time and money. Like, you need to be very upfront and communicate. Like, going and doing things like that with no intentions or feelings and like running it up. It's like, that's what women don't think about, is that perspective of like, you're really playing with a man's money and a man's ego, and I don't want to time. Like, I don't want to be on the other end of that. So I think women definitely need to take more accountability of just speaking up and saying their feelings, but men should also take that responsibility, not risk that, hey.
Let me stop it right there. See, I'm finna just briefly get on these simps. The reason the game like it is because a lot of y'all simps out there, man, y'all be paying the late pretty much, man. Like you ain't never had no money before, ain't never been on no money. So, and you could tell the dudes with new money because they first thing they try to do, they try to flash it. They try to flash you, and really they flashing it to get the female's attention because, you know, without this money, she would never pay you no attention. Never pay you no attention. So now you got these 5s thinking they 10s, and now they thinking they're regular females. But they think they aren't regular females because I just had this dude paying for me, so I must be worth something if he was paying me this amount of money. So now every dude who comes after her, every dude who comes after that relationship now has to find out that I have to pay too, because this sucker old dude then pump your head up to the point that you think every dude that you come across now has to pay. I blame you simps. I blame you lames, man. Y'all the reason these females are like this, and I'm keeping it 100, man. I blame y'all. I was born in 84. In the 90s, it was a little bit different. Boy, you lames, boy, but we gonna get back into it, man. Let them keep on talking.
I'm willing to do this, either or.
And women also got to understand, they're not the only ones playing that game. So if that man... Which
is crazy for a man to try to use a woman for a free meal. Like, what are you doing?
Why is that? Why is that crazy? We both eat.
Yeah. My whole thing is just, again, I say it to the women, but it's just like, if you don't have money and you're broke, you should not be dating.
No.
You shouldn't be trying to sign up.
I'm talking about being hungry.
I'm talking about
then we could be friends, and I will buy you a meal as my friend. Why are we on a date? You're in no position to be in a relationship.
But I'm in no position to be in a relationship that we're going to be 50-50 in, that we're going to be equals in.
Well, I wouldn't be in that dynamic.
you don't want to be an equal with your partner.
I want to be equal with my partner, but I feel like my philosophies I have for myself, I have for my partner. So my philosophy for myself is I need to be able to provide for myself before I join lives with somebody else. If you're in a position where you cannot afford to eat, I will help you as a friend, but that means that you shouldn't be in a predicament to.
But that's not what I'm saying, because I'm able to provide for myself because I showed up to the date alive. Okay, so I've clearly been eating.
This sounds like there's some deeper problems.
No, it's not a deeper problem. I'm asking you a serious question because it's okay for us to spend money on y'all, right? Mm-hmm. But y'all don't want to spend money on us sometimes.
Well, not sometimes. It depends.
All the time.
It's well, number one, again, the men normally spend money on the women because you're the one asking. So that's where that comes in. If I'm
Why
asking,
aren't you asking?
I don't want to.
That's cap. Women be like, when are we gonna go on a date? That's your way of asking. If you ask when are we gonna go on a date, or I don't have to go on a date, or hey, before we do this, I have whatever fantasy rule that you made up in your own brain of 2-3 dates. I'm just saying it's happening. So like women are, subconsciously asking for dates, just like they subconsciously ask for marriage. Mm-hmm. Oh, I want a ring before this happened. Oh, I want to get married. I want to be married by this age. And niggas looking at her like, damn, you just really asked me to marry you without really asking. So they do all of this like beating around.
Before they continue, man, if y'all ain't, all my people on Instagram, man, if you ain't start following me on Instagram where I do relationships, I'm not a marriage counselor. I just try to get the women game on the fellas, and I try to game the fellas up on what's going on. You know what I mean? So all my people on Instagram, go and follow me over there. I got the find your love of your life in 30 days in the bio. So make sure y'all head over there. All my people that's on YouTube. If you ain't follow me, most of the people already done follow me. But if y'all haven't followed me on YouTube, make sure y'all hit that bell notification. Give your boy a follow, man. I'd appreciate it, man. It helps grow my channel, and it helps bring a broader audience. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Let's get back into it, man.
On the bush ways of asking.
While saying they're direct.
Yeah, while saying they're direct. Yeah. You should have known because I told you 17 hints.
Well, no, you should be direct. But again, this is why you have these conversations in the beginning of like, if we both went into this dynamic with marriage in mind, and now 7 years has gone by, you knew that this is what I wanted, and we're having that conversation, and it's like, hey, I was wondering by this. It's like, well, that's.
Well, why don't you just take the initiative then?
Take initiative to propose.
She already said she's not even asking a man for a date.
Yeah.
So she's not her saying. Not proposal, but her saying changing up her whole script is not going to happen. She's not even asking a man for a date. She's not asking a man for food. He's got to be able to provide, not shelter or anything, because I can take care of myself. So I'm saying, like, why isn't it we both go in this 50-50? And I'm not saying we got to split the checks, but like, you get a date, I get a date, something like that.
I think once you're in a relationship,
we have to get to the relationship. No. If you come in and you attempt to date me and I'm paying for everything, why do I want to be in a relationship with you? I don't want to provide for you. You're not a child.
Vex.
Or are you?
I mean, I guess it just depends, because like I think and agree that it's okay for a girl to pick up the tab for a guy that she likes, to show him of like, hey, I'm here too. Like my dad like taught me that, of like, yo, like you and your boyfriend, once in a while surprise him, that like
surprise him.
Once in a while surprise him is crazy.
Yeah, and in the sense of like that, from the perspective of a man who's always paying, and because there are some men who will not let a woman pay. Like they be going out their way, they be mailing you checks back to your house. Absolutely not. I'm paying for this date. So it's just like some of them, it's like, all right, they won't take it. But it's like if a man will, it's like, okay, like that's.
Them the ones. She just said it. I don't know if y'all heard that. She just said it. The woman say some of these dudes be willing to just, hey, let me pay for it. And she, hey, I really don't even like them like that. They let me pay for it. Lames, man. Them the dudes that she talking about right there.
That's a nice thing, but.
Why? Okay. And audience, you guys can answer this question too, because I haven't understand it. Why should a woman show that she's capable of doing things if she's going to remove the things that she's shown that she's capable to do when she dates the man?
Well, you'd only be removing it based upon what are the agreements.
The things?
Yeah, like you go out to dates now, right? With your friends.
Yeah.
You split the bill? Okay. So you...
Sorry, you like your friends too, right?
Yeah, but my friends aren't trying to fuck me.
Okay, so it's the sex then.
That's the only difference.
I mean, yeah, I think with exclusivity to your body, there should be some type of
So you would give more to.
Oh, so it's a prostitution thing. Well, say it like you mean it, sis. Say it with your chest. So you keep on letting them talk. They're gonna talk themselves and they're gonna tell you really what they're about. Well, say that then. Nobody is judging you. Stop trying to put a bow on shit. Say what it is. Like if he got that bag, he can get some of this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, say what it is. Nigga ain't tripping. Well, just be 100. Stop trying to dress stuff up. You know what I mean?
To your friends in terms of monetary value.
No. I would pay money for dates with my friends, and I would pay money for dates again with my boyfriend. But in the courting period, if a man is trying to tell me of, hey, I want to date you, I think during that period you should then pay. After that, cool. Again, I'm saying I'm okay even in that period if I really like you. If I have an idea for a date, I'll pay. That's normally my philosophy. Meaning, if I say I want to go rock climbing and it costs $120 to go rock climbing, I will come to that date with $120 and I wouldn't expect you to pay because it was my idea. I'm asking you. But I think if the guy who most of the time is the one putting it together, then that's how it would be.
All right, my question is essentially women like yourself want to be able to pay for their own ways as an adult, correct?
Yeah.
Now, that means you have to work or you have to find a way to get money on a weekly, daily, monthly basis, right? You're 26 years old, so let's just say you've been getting funds since you were 18, hypothetically. So for 8 years, you've proven to be a capable woman, adulting woman, or a woman that's able to adult, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the second a man comes in, whatever you've been doing, you are now removed those responsibilities from yourself, and he takes over those responsibilities. So the question that I have is, what was the purpose of even showing that you can do it or proving to yourself that you can do it when you ultimately are not trying to do that? Instead of
take accountability for myself. So I'd be thinking, what?
Because I can take care of myself.
The things.
Yeah, like you go out to dates now, right? With your friends.
My bad.
You split the bill? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you...
Sorry.
I say I want to go rock climbing and it costs $120 to go rock climbing, I will come to that date with $120 and I wouldn't expect you to pay because it was my idea. I'm asking you. But I think if the guy who most of the time is the one putting it together, then that's how it would be.
All right. My question is essentially women like yourself want to be able to pay for their own ways as an adult, correct?
Yeah.
Now, that means you have to work or you have to find a way to get money on a weekly, daily, monthly basis.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You're 26 years old, so let's just say you've been getting funds since you were 18, hypothetically. So for 8 years, you've proven to be a capable woman, adulting woman, or a woman that's able to adult, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the second a man comes in, whatever you've been doing, you are now removed those responsibilities from yourself, and he takes over those responsibilities. So the question that I have is, what was the purpose of even showing that you can do it or proving to yourself that you can do it when you ultimately are not trying to do that? Instead of maybe trying to study for.
The point is, like, if you know you don't really want to do this, what is the point in building all this up to be like, I want somebody to take care of me? We just, hey, ladies, we just asking questions and trying to figure out what's going on, man. That's it.
For 8 years on how to get the man that's going to do what you want him to do versus you figuring out how to adult just so you can not adult.
I mean, I think you should figure out how to adult to just survive regardless of who you want to date. You have to just know how to take care of yourself. Because even if you're in a relationship and that something happens to that person, it's like you need the skill set to be okay by yourself. So it's like if I'm a functioning adult, we get into a relationship. Me personally, I'm going to proceed on doing those skills. The only time that dynamic changes is if a man takes over that financial responsibility and then might say, hey, I want you to stay home. And now I have a different list of responsibilities with that I'm, trading my time for. But I feel like in the beginning, I don't know.
What does a high value man want in a woman?
Now, she asked, "What does a high value man want?" Now, I haven't seen this before, y'all, so I'm reacting to this with y'all. So let's dive in and let's see what she's talking about, because this has always been a topic of discussion. So we finna dive in and see exactly what she's finna say.
Men, high value men.
I'm a high value man.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you know what? Give me a high five.
Chocolate Wonder.
Hey,
I'm saying it.
he's always
Chocolate
talking
Wonder.
shit.
Chocolate Wonder.
Chocolate Wonder.
So it's valuable to you.
It's not subjective. We got to get away from subjective. It's subjective.
You can't get away from subjective because every single person lives a completely different life every single second of every single day.
Still, okay, let's understand one thing, guys, right? There's rules. Okay? With rules, there's anomalies and exceptions. So and the only reason why those anomalies and exceptions exist is because they have been able to supersede or find a way to do everything that the normal masses cannot, right? So the masses don't work on subjective. They work on probability and odds, okay? Your personal opinion is subjective. So when we talk about high value man, just because he's able to look at things and understand a woman's perspective, that might be your subjective opinion, but the actual masses do not describe high value as such. Okay, guys, I just want to make sure we're all on the same playing field. So the high value man, I would say.
Are you speaking for the masses?
I'm speaking for the high value.
He just found a way to shit on me for being like pro woman. That's all.
Yeah, I was like,
I think a high value man there's layers to him, 100%. I think a high value man is somebody who's able to prove success within his life, and success overcoming obstacles within his life as well. So also success within finances. He's also able to establish respect amongst men and women and his peers, not one group, all groups. I think high value men stand firm and their boundaries and morals and principles do not waver. They are what they are. Those are men who live within their masculinity, but they are also been proven to be successful amongst multiple different areas of their life.
But these are the men who the women say they want, but really don't qualify, because it's a lot that comes with these men, man. Like, I'm not knocking you want this type of dude, but it's a lot that come with it, and a lot of y'all, I don't think y'all equipped to really deal with, will really come with being with a dude that has six figures, that's really having motion like that. It's a lot that comes with them, you know what I mean? But we're gonna get back into it. We almost finished, y'all, man. Hey, follow me, YouTube people. Hit me up on YouTube, my Instagram people. Y'all already know what it is, man. Let's get back into it.
Those are men that are high value to me, right? Those are men that we typically see are characteristics of the top 5% tile of men, right? Those are the ones that I would say are high value. So those men are looking for a bunch of different things. So I would say there's two types of them. There's the high value man that wants to be the dominant, in control. So he's looking for obedience, and he's also looking for, I guess, flexibility within his woman. Then you have the other man who's looking for reciprocity. Now, it doesn't have to be finances, but it has to be whatever he values. So if he values you to be submissive, or not submissive, but encouraging, those type of love languages that are intangibles, then he's going to look for that. The other men that are looking for reciprocity are looking for a woman who is capable of running a business or contributing to his business as well, or maybe having her own business that contributes to the vision. So when we're talking about high value men, I think there's those different things that those types of men are looking for, because they all possess, I would say, three main different prioritized characteristics.
Rome.
Honestly, that shit sounded subjective to me. I know that I agree with some of the points, but I feel that as long as you're not hurting anybody and you stand on your principles and your morals and you have discipline, I think discipline is a major part of a high value man. I feel like I have discipline.
I feel like high value man is based off of because I just keep thinking of the term like high value, and I'm like, because you're talking about the masses, it's like whatever skills are considered high value, if you have those skills and you're a high value man. I think discipline is a very high value skill. You can change your life with discipline. So if a man has discipline, that would make him high value. So it depends on what skills you have.
Yeah, but there's niggas that have skills. I mean, there's a nigga that has discipline in maintaining a $45,000 job. We cannot sit here and draw a line across and say if you have these bare minimums that gets you to the league. No.
But if someone has discipline in one area, they can have the discipline in another. It's just up to them to shift it. It's the same skill set.
They might not have
area.
the capacity that comes with the next tier, which is why those men are not high value. They may be disciplined men, and we're not knocking their discipline. That's a great, foundational characteristic that you need to become a high value,
Let me know in the comments. Is there a difference between a high value man and a disciplined man, or they kind of the same thing? Or can a high value man be a disciplined man, or vice versa? Let me know in the comments, man.
High value man, but that's why it's also based on your success. And the reason is, first of all, becoming successful is extremely hard. Okay, we're not going to sit here and knock it.
You're talking financially, or are you talking about because everybody's success is different?
Now, subjection doesn't exist, by the way.
I'm talking about
no such thing as subjection.
I'm talking about everything, right? So I'm talking about not becoming financially successful, but you've completely abandoned your morals and principles in the journey of becoming successful. I'm talking about standing with your boundaries, your principles, and your morals. This is what I will never do. This is what I would never stand for, and becoming successful with those.
That's difficult, yes.
Right? So like, how women and men both usually have to do, I don't say usually, but both get tempted to do things that they would never do or say that they would never do to get somewhere in their life, right? Now, if that happens, even if you get to the opposite side of success, you're still not high value because for certain things you are willing to be too malleable, which is actually damaging to your character, your personal character, right? Now, when we're talking about, so that's why I don't want to take the
man. If y'all liking my content and y'all feeling my content, man, give me a follow, man. Give me a like. Y'all already know what it is. I'm up in here. I'm Anata Amara. My people on Instagram. If you ain't follow me, man, follow me. Keep up. I'm gonna keep on dropping this content, man. Y'all already know how I do it, man. I'm up in here. My YouTube people, what's up, man? My YouTube people, I appreciate y'all. Much love, man. I appreciate it. We're gonna get back into it. It's almost over with.
Blueprint to it and say that if you have some of the blueprint or you have even the blueprint, but you have yet to utilize it to actually obtain upper echelon success, you can't be considered a high value. There's a lot of college kids and there's a lot of high school kids who play a sport who are great. And then they go into, but they didn't have the grades.
So were they not high value men until they actually became, even though the whole time they were in pursuit and they had the skills?
I mean, you had the potential to do it, but you had to actually get it done.
So then is the night.
Okay, that's it, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. I'm trying to stream and stuff, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm gonna keep on putting these episodes out. We're gonna keep on chopping it up. And hey, even if don't nobody follow me, man, hey, love yourself, love your take care of yourself, and most of all, put God first. I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all.